here with Reis Eroglu from The Nail. How are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
Well, I've got some questions for you regarding the song Soul Screamer, okay? You wrote almost the entire album with me and also played all the drums, bass, rhythm guitars, and even lead guitar on one song. But now, we're going to talk about the mighty song Soul Screamer. When did you write this riff and how old were you at the time?
I was 15 years old when I wrote that riff, and I always had that rhythm in my head, that thing, and I turned it into a riff because I couldn't stop hearing it, and I thought it would be a cool riff. And I added the nice little licks in some sort of areas in between the riff, and it turned out to be a great riff.
Did you come up with such a unique and at the same time one of the most difficult guitar riff to perform for heavy guitar?
It is hard. It has its own thing to it. What happens is that I always end up hearing something in my head, and when I try to play it, it's kind of hard all the time.
But I think it's harder than the other stuff you're already playing. So I think it's a unique example of what you came up with if I compare it with the previous demos that you did.
It is. It was a milestone kind of thing for me too.
And it was amazing to watch you. You were performing that live in one of the concerts that you did there. And it was amazing that you played it all through the song without one mistake, and it was flawless.
Well, I mean, thank you for saying that.
This was originally one of your demos, and then together with you we decided to use it for The Nail album.
Yep.
What's the story behind it? Can you tell us?
First of all, it was originally going to be a instrumental song.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then we thought, why don't we turn this into a song with lyrics? And a really good song there. Then my dad wrote the lyrics, and it turned out to be our painkiller.
What's your main guitar for this song, and what string gauge are you using?
I played it on a Gibson SG, a standard one. And the strings that I use are Ernie Ball, Skinny Top, Heavy Bottom, 1052s. Hybrid string gauge.
Do you remember the tuning of this one?
Yes. This was a D flat standard.
How many guitar layers are there, especially on this song?
4 channels of left, right, and 2 of them play one part, and the second 2 plays the other guitar part. So 4.
4 of them. Your right-hand rhythm technique is incredibly precise. And you tune your guitars really low, like B, C, D. How do you manage intonation and keep your guitar in tune while playing? What's the secret?
There's no secret, honestly, because I'm so used to playing it with a really low tuning and having regular, like 1046 gauges while I tune down. So I'm really used to playing with really slinky strings. So
I think you have a light touch while you're playing. Is it?
I do play right, because if you're gonna play stuff that fast, you have to have stamina to do it. And if you...
But it's not only about the stamina, I guess. I think it's also about the pressure that you're applying to the string. If you're using too much, then
it goes out of tune. Because I tune down so low, the strings end up being really slinky. And I just got really used to playing like that, and the stamina thing. When you play fast, the combination between those two things.
You also played both the drums and bass on Soul Screamer. Which was harder to play, guitars, bass, or drums?
Bass, because I
Really?
Yeah, because I doubled everything that the guitar does, and it was a 5-string bass, and it was a tough thing to do, especially right after playing the rhythm guitars. Guitar was much more easier for me because the other one.
Awesome, man.